People who are ungrateful are the worst. Guys, you have to be grateful for everything that you have. Whether it is a lot or very little, you have to be grateful. And they're the worst people that are just, they don't care. They just think everything comes, for free or whatever. And the thing is, when you grow up with a silver spoon, which I didn't, it was a completely opposite. And I learned and I saw what it was to not have, what it was to fucking struggle. And whenever I see these kids or people that are just so ungrateful, I'm like, bro, like, you have everything, everything. But the thing is, because they didn't struggle, because it was just handed off, they don't care. And the thing is, you have to have gratitude in order to level up to the next level of life, regardless of what you're doing, how much you're earning. Gratitude is key. God will not give you more if you're not grateful for what you already have. How can He bless you with more if you're not even grateful for the blessings you already have? This is the thing. Most people only want more, but they're not grateful for what they currently have. And I'm grateful for what I have. I'm not satisfied, but I'm very grateful. And this is something that I actually came into practice a couple years ago. I used to not pray. I used to not believe in God, but that was, I always just kind of wanted to go faster, wanted to do more, and it kind of hit me in the butt because I wasn't really thinking about the higher purpose, about being grateful, and I was grateful, but in a different way, not in a spiritual way. And until I started studying these successful people, they said that you cannot do it alone. Whether you believe in God, the universe, whatever it is, like you just know that you're always guided, and just be thankful for everything that comes your way. And so along the way, I started praying before eating, and it was very weird, very uncomfortable. But now I love it. Every time I pray, I always pray, and I give thanks to God for everything that I have. Literally, not just the food that I'm eating, but the ability that I can walk, that I can see, that I have a roof to sleep under. The little things that most people take for granted. Those are the things that I'm talking about. Like, most people think that they need more, they're suffering. It's like, bro, like, you have no idea what it is to freaking suffer. And the thing is, like, I grew up suffering a lot of my childhood. Most people don't even know what it is to, like, really struggle and suffer, and sleep on the floor and be very cold and go to sleep hungry and not have your parents, like a bunch of craziness. So a lot of people that just they've always been given everything so easy, whatever, and they've gotta find a way or something to complain about, right? And those are the people that I'm like, dude, like, you have no idea how blessed you are. Like, you have no idea how easy you have it. Most people are like that. But because they're used to it, they just take it for granted. You have to give gratitude first thing in the morning. The thing is, why do I love gratitude so much? Is because first off, you have to give thanks. You have to give thanks for everything that you have. Your relationship, if you have a partner, if you have a house, if you have your health, if you can walk, if you have food to eat, if you have your parents, like, literally think of so many things. Now the next one is because he raises your vibration. You can only be positive or negative at once. You cannot be both positive and then thinking negative, because they're different frequencies. Negative is low frequency, positive is high frequency, and they don't vibrate. They don't resonate with each other. So, whenever you practice gratitude, especially first thing in the morning when you're in the theta wave, you can reach the subconscious mind a lot faster, and you raise that vibration. You can raise that vibration because the subconscious mind is the feeling. It alters the vibration of your body, which now triggers it to move. So, whenever you practice gratitude in the morning, guess what it does? It gets you feeling better. It gets your vibration higher. If we go back into the law of attraction and the law of vibration, whenever you practice gratitude, you raise your vibration, and therefore now the law of attraction will align you with things in your same frequency. If you're happy, if you're grateful, if you're joyful, you're going to attract things that are in alignment with a higher frequency. Now, most people wake up They don't have a routine. They don't raise their frequency. They're not even grateful. Bro, like they're vibing so low that whenever they take action throughout the day, guess what? Negative thoughts, bad thoughts, negative emotions, they lash out, they project. And if you don't reflect, if you don't do that inner work, if you don't reflect, you're going to project. And the thing is, your frequency is what you frequently see. So if your frequency is very low, you're only going to see low frequency stuff. You're only going to see negative shit. You're going to attract negative things. You're going to attract negative people, negative message, weird text, calls, whatever it is. And guess what? You're only going to see the negative. Even though there's no such thing as negative or positive, good or bad, it just is. Everything just is. We make it what it is based on the thoughts that we choose to think about because of our frequency. You see what I mean? So most people are vibrating so low that they can only see bad things. And so they keep taking massive action, but they get more bad and negative and weird and not the results that they want, because the law of cause and effect states that anything you put out will come back to you. But if you only put out low vibrational frequencies, low vibrational actions, you're going to receive that in return. But if you take a step back, you practice gratitude, you meditate, you journal, you work out, you eat a nice meal, you do the little things, the simple things, the self-development, so that they can raise your vibration. And now you can take a few action steps and you can attract amazing things. Be happier, more peace of mind, be in control. This is how you want to live life. You don't want to give control to people, because if you don't control your own state of mind, meaning if you don't wake up and set your frequency, your vibration for yourself, someone else will. Someone else will set their frequency on you, and you're going to relinquish your power. You want to do that? I don't know about you, but I don't like giving people my power. I like to stay in control. I like to think what I want to think, feel what I want to feel. And I'm not saying don't empathize, but at the end of the day, we all have different perceptions. We all have different points of view. So if you're vibing high, you're only going to attract good points of view, good perceptions. You're going to look at the positive, while people that are vibing low, because they didn't set the intention for the day, they just woke up and started freaking reacting to everything. They checked their phone and they saw some shit that they didn't like, and they're projecting, and they just go off, and they want people to go down to their frequency because that's all they can give them. That's where they are. You cannot give what you don't have. So if they only have a low frequency, they can only give a low frequency. And you cannot let these people control you. You have to control yourself. Let's go!